Evening folks, welcome to Sonofdel's live vlog on this Friday the 18th of February. Well, I tell you what a lot's happened. I've been nearly a month again without doing a vlog, but that's all going to change because from now on I'll be doing a vlog every Friday because I want to try and get my, I don't know what it's called, whatever the viewing thing is on YouTube, because I'm all over the place at the moment, so I'm not getting very good figures at all. So what I'm going to start doing a vlog every Friday, even if it's just me talking, it's still going to be a vlog every Friday. Today we've got a busy vlog actually. I've got a unboxing of my last Beer 52 box because I've cancelled my subscription now, but I've got the unboxing of that. I've also got a jigsaw haul from Argos to show you. I've got some random jigsaws as well, which I've completed over the last couple of 3 weeks. There are a couple that I've done that aren't on the vlog. That's because they're not, they've had pieces missing, so they've been chucked. I've still included the pictures, but they're not, I've not kept them. I've also got a Blu-ray, which I've had recently, which I'm going to show you and just have a little bit of a talk about. And basically I'll be talking about things that have happened, well, basically since we last spoke, which have been Valentine's Day, wedding plans for different people, and also Storm Eunice. Anyway, all that's to come. Oh, and by the way, this is just a quick happy birthday to Craig Wally off Facebook. It is Sarah who does cheeky cheesecakes. It's her dad, and it's his birthday today. He's my cousin's husband, and I've always got on with him, so happy birthday, Craig. Hope you've had a fantastic day. Coming up first, we have the unboxing of the Beer 52 last box for, I think it's February's box actually, so. Beer 52 box delivery for, I'm not sure whether this is January's for February or late January's for January, but I did miss one. So this is the new box, and the first thing is, let me find it, it's a snack. And we have some sour cream and chive crunchy lentil rings, Harvest Snaps. See them? Harvest Snaps. Are they vegan? Yes they are vegan. And the second one, oh wow, roasted corn kernels made with love, Darling corn smoked. That's the second item, and that's another bag of snacks, and they are also vegan. Now let's start with the beers. First one, we have a Belfield Dark Sky Porter. And it is 4%, that one, so that one's quite a mild one, that one. It's a Belfield, that one. I don't know that one, so it'll be interesting to find some information about that. The next one is a Brew Goody, a New England IPA, and that one's 4.1%. And that's Brew Goody. Another can. This one is Black Isle Brewing Company Walrus Organic Unfiltered Oatmeal Stout. It's an unusual one. Oh, let me just check the 5% on that one. 5% alcohol. That's the third one. Another can. This one is German Pale Ale, West Brewery, and its alcohol's 5.2%. That's that one. That's a German Pale Ale. Oh. Another one. This one is Fierce Brewery, and it's called May Contain Brambles. And it's a Bramble Porter, and it's 5%. It's called May Contain Brambles. That's the most unusual name I've had this time. Very strange one. Oh, that's a nice one. It's Tempest Brewing Company, and it's a 7% IPA called Brave New World. Aldous Huxley in it, that one. Aldous Huxley, Brave New World. I haven't found the book yet, so I don't know what the actual theme is. I've not looked right. This one is Gun Toting Nano Penguin Peach Pale Ale. it's 5.2%. I'm not joking, you can see what it's called there. And Deb's looking baffled as me, because I wonder where they come up with these names. Where'd you come up with gun-toting mano penguin? I mean, where'd you come up with that idea for that name? So that's something you'd say when you've had a few of them themselves. This one is FD Brewing Company, and it's a Funky Drummer 6-hop DIPA, 7.5%. So that's Funky Drummer. So we've had a Funky Drummer and a Nano Penguin. We're doing well here. This one's a tall one. El Perro Negro. Williams Brewing Company. It's a 4.5%, but it doesn't say what it is. It's a crisp and refreshing gluten-free Pilsner. I like the cover. I like the can, sorry. The can's cool. So, El Perro Negro. 2 left. Here's the other one. Madison West Coast IPA. And this one is 6 North Brewery. Born in Belgium, brewed in Scotland. And it's a 7.3% one, that one is. So that's another strong ale. Deb's looking a bit what's it with that. I'm used to cans in a 4 and 5 maybe, but not 7. And the last one is a bottle from Vault City, and it's a grapefruit lemonade crush modern sour beer, and that one's only 4%. So that one looks interesting. A modern sour beer, grapefruit and lemon. Cool, that'll be a bit tart, I think. Make sure I've got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yes, 10. Oh, come on. And the magazine is down the other side of the box for a change. That's why I couldn't find it. Ah, all the beers are brewed in Scotland. It's actually a Scottish themed magazine. And what I love about these magazines is they are so thick and so full of information. I mean, I've started reading one in there when I was waiting for one of my vlogs to what's the word I'm looking for, Deb? Render, that's it. When I was waiting for one of my vlogs to render, I started reading one of them, and they're very, very interesting. They've got some really good articles on beer if you're interested. So that's the Ferment magazine, 10 cans, 1 bottle, 2 snacks, and it costs £30 a month.
It's too much for the dog.
And it's too much for the dog. She's absolutely shattered just listening to me. And that is the Beer 52 box for either January or February. I'm not quite sure which. I do apologise, there's a little bit of an ending to this one because, believe it or not, it must be my eyesight, too much sampling of the drinks. I didn't spot one of the cans in the box, and I only saw it was in here when I looked in the magazine. And it's actually Profanity Stout, Deeply Irreverent from the Williams Brewing Company, and it's 7%, and it's a stout. I wondered why I'd got 11 and not 12, my usual supply. So that's me being blind as a bat, not even seeing there was another one in until I went for empty the box just. So that's the last one, Profanity Stout. So there's 12.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 12 and a magazine and 2 snacks for £30 a month. Yeah, so it wasn't a bad box, that wasn't. I've kept my account open on Beer 52, but the thing was, the pull a fast one actually, because you earn points when you buy beer off them. And these points go into your account. Now I was told, because I was going to cancel my account, that I had £14 on there for spend on beer, and I thought, wow, you know, I can spend £14 on beer. No, the £14 only covers up to 50% of what you buy, so I had to spend £28 in order to save the 14 which I'd already got on there. Anyway, the good news is I've been able to get a beer called Vocation Brewery Naughty and Nice, and it is a chocolate stout. Now, it's the drink I told you about on a previous vlog where I tried it, my wife tried it, who doesn't drink, my next door neighbour Tony, who's also my best mate, he tried it, and his future wife tried it as well, and we all absolutely loved it. So I'm really happy that I've managed to get hold of 9 cans of it, because it sold out almost as soon as I got to taste it. It sold out, so I've been able to pick up the last 9 cans. Now, since we last spoke, well, to be honest, I haven't done a lot. There hasn't been a lot I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of jigsaws and a bit re-evaluation of things, you know, working out what I want to do for the next couple of 3-4 years, whatever, because obviously I'm fast approaching 50 and I haven't really achieved a lot. I've got a book published, yeah, that's one of my ambitions done. I'm happily married, that's another ambition done, but I've not achieved much, you know. I wanted to try and get this vlog count to 1,000 subscribers, but I don't think I'm going to manage that. I seem to be stuck on about 830, which is fair enough, you know. When I first started off, I didn't think I was going to get 10, so getting 830 is a massive achievement. But also, since I last spoke to you, we've also had obviously Valentine's Day, and I'm a complete romantic when it comes to Valentine's Day. I always have been, to be honest with you, all my life. I've always been into romance and all that sort of stuff. I don't know why. I don't watch romantic films and I don't read romantic books, or romantic poetry, to be honest. But for some reason, it's something that I feel strongly about, because I think people these days, they spend too much time arguing and disagreeing with each other, and it's usually over stupid stuff. I will honestly say, I mean, I've been with my wife now for 22 years this year. We've been married 8, we've been together 22, and you can put on one hand the amount of times we've had arguments, real arguments. I don't just mean disagreements, because you always have them. That's part of what keeps the relationship healthy. But I'm talking full-blown arguments. You could count them on one hand, and in 22 years, I think that takes some doing. But I think it's because we don't take each other for granted. You know, we don't just assume that because we're with each other, we don't have to make the effort no more. We can just stop saying I love you, we can stop holding hands, we can stop spending nights watching TV. I mean, something funny actually happened. I was talking to my best mate next door, Tony, and his future wife, and she asked me if you know, we wanted to go round their house for a drink on Sunday evenings. This was not last Sunday, the Sunday before, and I said, well, Sunday is our date night, because me and Deb have date night, you see. We settle down, we have a lovely home cooked meal, and then we watch TV. Usually it's Call the Midwife and then whatever else we're watching. For now it's we're watching The Walking Dead. I know it isn't very romantic, but it's still what we watch together, and we're up to season 10 nearly. So, and this Shal, Tony's future wife, like, she turned around and she was actually quite amazed at it and thought it was dead sweet that after all these years together we still had date nights. And to be honest with you, I don't understand why people don't, because you've got to make time for each other and make time for your relationship. And if you don't, and you're not happy in your relationship, then don't stay. You know, don't. If you're going to stay in a relationship that you're not happy in, you're not only going to make yourself unhappy, you're going to not make the person you're with happy. You know what I mean? You're ruining two people's lives. I can understand when people do it when there's kids involved, because in a kind of way, that's why my mum and dad lasted as long as they did, because of us children. But you can't use that as an excuse, because otherwise you're basically just staying together and you'll end up resenting each other and hating each other and all that. Now, you know, I couldn't be further from that than with Deb at all. You know, we are literally that romantic. We tell each other every day we love each other. We hold each other's hands. If we're out, we never, you know, we're always walking around holding hands. Or, yeah. So I think it's important to do that. So Valentine's Day, we had this lovely, nice homemade 5-bean chili which Deb makes, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I actually prefer it over the mince one, which takes some doing when you're not a vegetarian. And we had a New York cheesecake, and we actually watched The Walking Dead. That was our romantic evening. We actually sat and watched 5 episodes of The Walking Dead back to back. Because as long as you spend time together on Valentine's Day, and as long as you are, you know, a couple and stuff, then I don't see what difference it makes. You don't have to watch all romantic movies just because it's Valentine's night. You know, just watch them whenever you want. But we just literally are on Walking Dead, so we're watching The Walking Dead. And enjoying it, actually. It's very, very good. It's very dark, and as we warned our next door neighbour when they said they were going to start watching it, we said be prepared, because it is very, very, very gory, grisly and rough. And they only watched a couple of episodes. They're still watching it, don't get me wrong, but after a couple of episodes they actually turned to me and said, God, it's rough. I said, I told you, I warned you in advance it was rough, you know, hands up, I did warn you. But yeah, other than that, not been doing a lot. I've been talking to our friend down in Stoke, Ian and Pauline, and they've just had their kitchen completely taken out by the council and a new one put in, and it looks amazing. Well, it started to look amazing, it really has. And that's a good bit of good news, do you know what I mean? So it's nice to have some good news, because there's too much bad news about it, isn't there? What with the Ukraine thing, you know, Ukraine and Russia, and maybe there's a war going on and we're not sure, and obviously the COVID thing's still going on, even though our country's decided to lift all the restrictions. And the one thing that's hit today really bad is a thing called Storm Eunice. Now, there's been 2 storms which were named on Monday, Dudley and Eunice, and they both hit within a few hours, well, a few days of each other. And the one that hit today has actually recorded the strongest winds ever recorded in the UK of 122 mile an hour gust. Now, I am not very good on my balance anyway because of my medical problems, and I can't even stand up in a 5 mile an hour gale if it catches me wrong. So 122 miles an hour. And the thing is, people say, oh, you know, yeah, but it's all right because I've got good balance. Balance is nothing to do with it, because if you're walking down the street and a tin can flies off the road going at 122 miles an hour, you are not going to even have to worry about your balance being any good, because if that hits you, it will hit you with such a force it will either kill you or hospitalise you. So all these people who are doing, oh yeah, I'm alright, I'm fine, I can walk in this, I'm great, I don't mind how fast, it's nothing to do with what you are like. It's to do with the debris that can fly up. It's to do with tiles that can fly off roofs and split your skull, you know. Even cars, they could be driving down the street and a tile can fly off straight through the windscreen, bang. You don't know. So, you know, my advice to people at this time is stay indoors if you don't have to go out. Don't go out for stupid, ridiculous reasons like, I needed a bottle of milk. You can make do without milk for a few hours, I'm sure, rather than put your life at risk. And what we did today, obviously we've got a dog, and the dog goes out on the decking, and we clean the decking because obviously we can't walk her because of her age, etc. Now, we opened the back door, and if we hadn't have gripped hold of the back door so strongly, it would have blown all the way open and probably would have come off its hinges, and it's a patio door. The gusts were that strong. And our next door neighbour's fence is literally on its last legs. It was at an angle like that. It is now at an angle like that. The wind has absolutely battered it and torn it from its moorings completely. The fence panels are literally hanging by a thread. We've even got to the drastic stage of tying the bins. Deb's actually tied our blue bin and our grey bin to the metal railings using string and knotted it so the bins won't blow over or blow down the street. Because the one thing you don't want, like I said, is a bit of debris flying up out of somebody's bin and cutting you across the throat or something, or smashing you in the face. That's what people don't realise about these storms. And once again, you see, this is Mother Nature. Now, a couple of hours ago, Deb was on a phone and she was listening to the Met Office and the news, Sky News and all sorts. And one of the people on there was actually to do with climate change. And they were asked a very, very straight question. They said, do you put this down to climate change? And he said, oh, undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, we're having more severe freak weather than we've ever had in this world. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse because of climate change. I don't care what anybody says. People are like, oh, no, it's natural disasters and all this crap. No, it isn't. If it was natural, how come it doesn't happen? It hasn't been happening for the last 20, 30 years. You know, why is it suddenly all these epidemics all these disastrous, these weather formations and stuff like that are happening? That's not down to chance. That's climate change, that is. That's the way we're treating this planet, and to be honest with you, the planet's had enough. You know, Mother Nature, I do believe she can be an absolute, when she wants to, you know, and karma is a bitch, and it will come back and bite us one day. It might not in my life. It might do in my life at this rate, because the way the world's going at the moment, won't surprise me if we had snow in July. But yeah, and what I wanted to also mention was, obviously coming up, I've got a lot of jigsaws to show you, but I've also got this to show you. Now, put my teeth back in. I am on a thing called Maximiles. Now, Maximiles is a great place. You go on, you don't have to buy any shopping for 8 points, don't worry about it, you haven't got to spend a penny. I literally go on there, I get surveys off them, I do little questionnaires that they send me through, and you build up points. Now, you build up points, and then you can redeem them against different things. Categories are like beauty, film and TV, toys, home and garden, all sorts of stuff, right? And I've been looking on the film and TV because that's where I've got a lot of my Blu-rays from. And they've had the same ones, boring ones, for about 4 months now. It's just been the same films over and over again. And I went on the other day because I got 10,400 points. And they'd had a new film on Blu-ray. And it's this one. I don't know whether you've ever heard of it. It's the new version of Dune on Blu-ray. Now, I've managed to pick that up for like 4,500 points, so it hasn't cost me a penny. And it came the other day. And it's a proper Blu-ray, you know, it's still sealed and everything. And anybody who likes Dune, because if you liked the original 1980 something version of Dune, which was absolutely fantastic, and you played the computer game of Dune, then this is something to look forward to, because it's a long epic. It's on for 2.5 hours or something. But yeah, so I've had that off Maximiles. I've also reached payouts on a few of my other survey companies. Nice Stats, I managed to cash in a £50 Amazon voucher, which I was pleased about. Populous Live, which is another survey company, I've managed to cash out 50 on that as well. Now, people might say, yeah, but you're earning money, blah 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 blah. But if you work out, it's taken me 4 months to get £50, right? That means I've only been making what, £12 a month, which is £3 a week. That's not money that you would say, oh well, they'll stop your benefits. I'm allowed to earn up to a certain amount each week anyway, working. So, you know, before anybody gets on their high horse and starts having a go at me, I make sure I am not over the threshold, trust me. Yeah, so the other things that we've been doing, like I said, we've been watching TV, been doing all that sort of stuff, and I've got this Blu-ray here and all that. And when I joined the Jigsaw subscription service, remember me telling you, I joined the AllJigsawPuzzles Jigsaw subscription service. Now, the second Jigsaw came today. Remember the first one? It was the Christmas market. Well, this is the second one that come today, and I absolutely love this Jigsaw. This is going to be an absolute pleasure to do. Anybody who likes retro stuff will like this, because it is an all-American diner, and if you see the detail on that and the colours on it, that is going to be an absolute pleasure to do that. And that's AllJigsawPuzzles subscription service. You pay $12.99 a month and you get a £15 jigsaw every month for 12 months. And I thought I'd get more use out of that than out of beer. Do you know what I mean? Because the reason I stopped with beer was because I have actually got about 70 cans left of beer, and I only drink 1 or 2 a week. So it was getting to the point where it's getting ridiculous. You know, I'll never get through them all. Just put that on there. And yes, as you can see behind me, I've already started another jigsaw, but that's for another vlog. Anyway, coming up, a load of jigsaws. Now, a few months ago, I got one of my survey companies, they gave me an Argos voucher, a £50 Argos voucher. And I just left it because I could never get anything on there. And every time I went on there to add something to my basket, it was never available for delivery. So I left it and thought nothing of it. And then I went on again yesterday. bear in mind yesterday, and I went on and they had some Wasgijes. Now they've had Wasgijes on there before, but like I say, they've never been available for delivery, but these were. So I've been able to pick up 6 new Wasgijes, and I'm about to show them you now. Now the first one is a Wasgij mystery. So basically where it all began. Don't puzzle what you see, use your imagination and puzzle what will happen next. Now it's called Camping Commotion. If I do that, you'll be able to see it properly, I think. If I pull it back a bit. No, hang on. No, that's in the light. We'll get there in a minute. Ah well. It's called Camping Commotion anyway, and you've got to guess what happens next. We've got a nice scene there. Look at the bloke fishing. Well, look over it. Is he fishing? Yeah, he's fishing, and they're all having fun, and it's all caravan and all that thing. So that's the first one, and it is retro. It's Wasgij Mystery Puzzle Retro, where it all began, number 6. Now Deb realised something about these jigsaws, which I'll tell you in a minute. The second one is a Wasgij Destiny puzzle. So use your imagination. You look at the scene, and then you puzzle the future. So all those people there that you see will have aged in the next one, and all the situations will be changed to modern. And that one, believe it or not, is Wasgij Destiny 6, Child's Play. So bear in mind that's 2 now, there are 6. The third one, you guessed it, Wasgij Original 6. So I ended up with 666. I didn't know how I did that. And it's called Blooming Marvellous. And again, don't puzzle what you see. Use your imagination and puzzle what the neighbour sees. So you can see the neighbour, which is there. He's there. So it's what he can see that's making him look aghast. That's what the jigsaw is. So you've got to puzzle that particular jigsaw. Now that's number 6. And number 3, Wasgij 6. This one is a Wasgij Destiny puzzle. I'm looking forward to this one as well. And it's a Destiny one, so you've got to imagine what this will look like in the future. You've got a theme park. A theme park, as you can see. And it's what it'll look like in the future, basically. A futuristic theme park. So you're probably not going to have things like cups and saucers. You're probably going to have drones. I don't know. And that's Wasgij Destiny 23. The fifth one. This one is called Trip to the Tip, and it's a Wasgij Destiny 22. And again, this is a picture showing how people were taking rubbish to the tip, and you've got to picture the future and puzzle what it's going to be. Again, you can't really see it very well because of this light. Hold on. Can you see it like that? No, you can't see it like that. I'm best doing it like that. There you go. You can see it a little bit. Wasgij, and it's called Trip to the Tip, and it's Destiny 22. And last but not least, Wasgij Mystery Puzzle 20, Mountain Mayhem. You've got to puzzle what will happen next. There's a mountain scene there, look. Nice scene of a little village in the mountains. But you've got to picture what happens next. So I got all 6 of them. I ordered them yesterday and they were delivered today. And believe it or not, for 6 jigsaws, brand new, they only cost me £60, which is only £10 a jigsaw. And for Wasgijs, that's a good price, because even on Amazon you'll find they're £14, £15 each. So I was quite happy with that. But as you can see from all the pictures, what you've just seen before I started talking about jigsaws, it's been a very, very, very busy sort of jigsaw month for me. I've been doing quite a lot of jigsaws to keep myself these going, because with the weather being how it is and cold, my fingers don't like the cold, so I tend to keep doing jigsaws in order to, you know, keep my fingers going. Oh, so yeah, it's been a bit of a one of them months, you know. Also, I've had my sister's birthday as well. My sister Paula, my eldest sister, we had her birthday. We didn't really do a lot because, as she pointed out, it's not the same now. My mum isn't here. My mum was like the cog, if you like, from our family, and she went, and it just feels like there's no cog there no more. And there's no oil to keep it going. It just is now. We just sort of get through things, talk and everything, have a laugh and that. But you know, we all miss my mum. Can't believe it's been 2 years in August that she passed away. That's how quick it's gone. Right, coming up, the last word, and all I'll say is Wordle. Now some of you may say, what the bloody hell is Wordle? Right, Wordle is a 5-letter game that you play on your phone, and basically what you do is you have to guess the word. Now if you get a letter right, it turns green if it's in the right place. If it's the right letter but it's in the wrong place, it goes brown. I think I've got that right. And then when it's completely right, I've got the wrong colours. Anyway, but whatever happens, and then when it's all right, you've got to guess the word within 6 guesses. Now up to a point you've been, okay, me and Deb have been doing them between us, it's been fantastic, we've had a good laugh. But the other day, there was a bit of controversy because the word that was there, the 5-letter word, was caulk. Now you're probably saying, what the bloody hell? C-A-U-L-K. Now of course a lot of people had not heard this because it's not an everyday word, and to be honest with you, it's a building material. It's something you use to do tiles with and stuff. But how many people are going to know the word caulk? I knew it. I said, I've got a feeling I know what this is, because I'd heard that people had said, I've never heard of this word, it doesn't make sense. So I thought to myself, what word could I think of that they'd not heard of? So after a few guesses, I just said, try caulk, and she tried it, Dad did, and it was spot on. Now the next day, it wasn't too bad a word, but for some reason what they're doing now to make it harder, they're making it so it's a word that could possibly have 5 or 6 chances of getting it. So let's say you had IGHT, right? You could have fight, light, night, white, sight, tight, all those, right? And it's basically doing that. So sometimes you could have 4 guesses with 1 letter and still get the puzzle wrong. And it's making it for some people anyway, it's making it unplayable. I mean, I don't actually play it. Deb plays it, but then asks me if she's getting close to being stuck or whatever, and I'll see if I can help. I can't always, but sometimes I can. And I just thought to myself, is it because it's been sold to the New York Times? It's possible, because the other day they decided in their infinite wisdom to spell humour with H-U-M-O-R, which is the American spelling, not the English spelling. Now a lot of people in this country play Wordle. It was an English game, but for some reason now they've started using American words, and a lot of people aren't happy about it, and I can understand why, because you know, we don't spell in American in this country, so why would you have an American word? I've also found out, due to some man texting in, he said that his wife played it and then he played it, and they both had different words. So there must be a couple of servers on the go here, so that not everybody gets the same word, which is weird, because you think just give them 1 word. You wouldn't need to do 2. So anybody who plays it, you know, I hope you're enjoying it. I know Craig Wally, who I said it was his birthday earlier today. It's been his birthday today. I know I wished him happy birthday in the start of my vlog. I know he plays it, and I know he loves it because he likes his word stuff like me. But to have a game and then almost ruin it by changing stuff is ridiculous, really. I can understand why people are frustrated. I play games on my phone. I play a lot of idle games. I don't ever play them. I think the reason I play them is because you don't have to sit on the game all the time. You can literally start something going, start your characters moving or whatever, and then come off it and go back on 6-7 hours later, 8 hours later, or the next day if you want, and it will accumulate money or whatever you're collecting, or gems or diamonds, or you'll fight zombies or whatever. And they're really, really cool games actually. There's some really funny ones out there, and they're the idle games. And there's so many. When I first started there was only about 20, now there's about 150 of the bloody things. You can have idle everything. You can have idle hospital, idle golf course, idle hotel tycoon. I'm even playing one, don't laugh, called Idle Ghost Hotel, where you have to make sure a ghost is staying in this hotel and being well looked after and stuff. It's bizarre but fun. So if you get a chance, have a play of them. On PC games, I've actually been playing a few PC games. I played God of War. And God of War is a really, really good game. The only trouble is with it, it's one of those games that's massive. There is so much you've got to do on it. Now I play with the God mode. I've always admitted I play with the God mode, so I can explore and find out everything. And some of the things you have to find out are just absolutely out of this world. You know, you sort of think, what? How would you have done that without having a God mode? So yeah, it's a good game. You do a lot of exploring on it. There's lots of challenges. There's lots of things to collect. And if I was giving it a rating, I'd give it 8 out of 10 for playability. The graphics on it are stunning, they really are. Even on my computer, which is probably about 2 years old now, the graphics are still fantastic. So I'll give a bit of a recommendation out for that one actually. It's God of War. I'll give it 8 out of 10. So anyway, I'm all done for today. I'm sorry I've talked your ears off again, but remember, I will be doing another vlog exactly a week today, Friday to Friday. I might not post it till Saturday, but I'll be doing it on the Friday. So you all take care, and I'll do another vlog in a week.